Before I get officially started in my story, I just have to do a check of how many people in this room, please just raise your hands, let me know. If you were staying in a hotel room by yourself and you used the bathroom, you would not close the door. Right, not close the door. Okay, so this tells me that most of you in this room will not be able to relate to my story. So just stick with me because it's very important for you to just be able to accept that some people, including myself, would close the door when they were in a hotel room by themselves. Okay. So about a year after I started an LGBTQA program for youth, which stands for Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Questioning, and Allies, I was invited to join two other groups to go to Connecticut to this huge conference. So of course I said, let's do it. So I'd been working all week, lots of hours, drive up to Connecticut. We rented 3 vans. There was a group of us from here, from the Planned Parenthood in York, a group from William Penn High School, and a group from a youth group up in Harrisburg. So we head up to Connecticut. You can imagine we rented really, really nice hotel. No, $50 a night. Hotel rooms. So about 3 nights, if I remember it correctly. I did have my own room, which was a bit of a relief to me because I just didn't have a lot of energy for everything that was going on. And yes, I did close the door each time I used the bathroom, and it went quite successfully. So then I'd go and spend the day in workshops and try to keep track of all the kids and then get some rest. So everything went really smoothly. It was an amazing conference. There were 2,000 kids there. Everybody was thrilled. So it's time to get ready to head home. I, of course, use the bathroom before I go because I'm a responsible adult. And it was this really flimsy kind of wooden door that slid shut. It was very small, like the toilet was sideways, and then once you got up from the toilet, you could take about 1 step, and then you were in the shower. And so I slid the door closed because I'm just like that. And when I went to slide the door open, it would not open. So I told myself to remain calm and try it again. And so I did. There wasn't like a doorknob. There wasn't really much to the trying. There was no doorknob. There was no latch. It was just kind of this, put your hand on it and slide it. So I said to myself, self-talk. It's just like, stay calm. It just got caught. So I lean down and I look at where something could get caught. And there's this little tiny brass thing. I'm like wiggling it like this. Like, oh, this is going to work. Try to slide it open, no. Bam. It is an emergency. I am just losing it. I'm in this little tiny space, and I'm locked in there. So, of course, I start banging on the walls because, I'll just remind you, $50 a night. There were very thin walls. I could hear what all the kids were doing all night long, every night I was there, so I'm banging on the walls. Hey, you guys, I'm in here. I'm stuck in the bathroom. Nobody comes to rescue me. That's it. I am out the roof. My adrenaline is just going crazy. The hoodie sweatshirt comes off. The other thing that's going on is that there's this light switch that turns on both the light and this really loud exhaust fan, which is making me crazy. So I turn it off. Now I'm in a really little tiny dark room. So I don't know. So I kind of go back and forth between that. I do this. I try to get it. I reach this moment where I know that this door is coming down. So I'm a really logical person. So I'm thinking, okay, what's the best way? I wonder what the weakest point is. And at some point, I just lose it. And I kick the door as hard as I can, and it breaks kind of right in a certain area. So I kick it again, and all of a sudden, I'm just out. The emergency is over. But I have adrenaline like rushing through my body. I feel like the Incredible Hulk. I'm just like outside, like, ah! But it's over. I mean, it's completely over. So I pick up my luggage and, I weigh a little bit more than I look now, but I pretty much have looked like this all my life. I'm just kind of like, okay, so I get my luggage and I go downstairs and the whole crowd is gathering. Nobody is aware of what I have just been through. And so I go to turn my key in at the hotel desk, and I say to the woman behind the desk, I said, I just need to let you know, I was in room 42, and I had to break the door down because I got locked in the bathroom. I just thought you should know. The moment I'm telling her that, this man that works for the hotel is walking behind her, and he just stops in his tracks and goes, How did you do that? I said like this, what? Like that. At that moment, everybody in our group starts to notice that something's happening. And of course, I'm saying, yeah, too late. Because where were you when I needed you? So that's really most of the story, but kind of a little addendum that I think is just interesting is that so then we drive the 6 hours home from Connecticut, we make it home safely, return the rental vans, all the kids are alive, everything is okay. Clearly, I should go home and go to bed. It's Sunday night, I have to work on Monday all day, my full-time job, Monday night my part-time job, but no, my partner at the time, who was Mexican-American, tells me that she and her family are at El Rodeo and the mariachi band is there. And I have to tell you that there's nothing much more fun than going to El Rodeo when the mariachi band is there with a bunch of Mexican people. They know all the songs, they request all these great songs, they sing to them, so of course I go. It's very relaxing. I'm on about my third margarita, and I take a sip, and I'm holding it in my hand talking to my niece, and the glass exploded in my hand. So I went home.